What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Frankie's Aquatics, right here on the wonderful platform that is YouTube. How have you been? Oh, it's been forever. It's been ages. It's been long. It's been too long. It's been far too long. If you haven't kept up with my lives over on Instagram and the occasional one on YouTube, you might have begun to forget what I look like. This is me, the big hairy guy. How you doing? It's been a little bit of a minute, so I apologise for my disappearing act. I received a lot of people messaging me asking, when am I going to be uploaded again? When's the normality going to return? It's just been a really busy however many months. It's been a long time. And the reason I've been disappeared is because obviously the whole world has gone into a lockdown. It has been crazy, which has seen me have to kind of prioritise things completely differently to how I normally would. And unfortunately, I had to put other things before YouTube. It's as simple as that, really. So here I am. I'm back in the flesh. It looks like I've got a little bit of a white beard going on. I actually haven't, or at least I hope I haven't. I've just got a bit of a better camera right now. So this is, I'm so excited to be back. It's so nice, thank you. Well, thanks for having me. How are you all been? How is the world? How is everybody out there from all over the world? How are you doing? How is life for you? Hopefully it is going splendidly well. So obviously behind the scenes, things have still been ticking along quite nicely. I received a massive influx of rescue axolotls during and before lockdowns, which has seen my numbers rise in regards to axolotls that will be looking for a forever home. I have become a little bit obsessed with them, if I could become any more obsessed with them than I already was. I have numerous axolotls that I'm not quite ready to give up. I've definitely officially become the crazy axolotl man, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. I love raising them, I love getting them back up to fighting fit health, and I enjoy obviously seeing them eventually, give or take. I enjoy seeing them onto their new home. So if you are still looking for an axolotl, then the best avenue you can reach me on, I will get back to you, is the email address, which is frankiesaquaticsuk@gmail.com. And in time, I will get back to you and hopefully we can sort things out. Just bear in mind, if you are looking for an axolotl, then I am in the UK. So unless you fancy a big road trip, then I'm afraid I can't help you in regards to rehoming your axolotl. You might hear a little bit of background noise. I'm trying to keep the room as quiet as I possibly can, which has been virtually impossible considering I have 3 children at home throughout this whole lockdown, hence why I've been disappeared for a little bit. But today's video is just going to be an update video. We're going to update you, we're going to show you around the place, we're going to show you what's been going on, and then hopefully have a little bit more of a better routine in regards to moving forward. That is the plan, Batman, anyway. That's so ironic that I say Batman, but more of a Marvel kid myself. So without further ado, and enough of my wibble wobble, let's go and get showing you what's been going on over here at Frankie's Aquatics. It's been a minute and it's nice to have you back. Come on, let's go. Come on, this way. So some of you might notice this is a new little one. This is one that I took in as a rescue a few weeks ago, a fair few weeks ago. This is Wanda. Everybody meet Wanda. An absolute beauty. I love her little freckles. She's absolutely perfect. I'm not quite sure if this video is going to do her any justice whatsoever because she's an absolute ripper. You might notice the tank. You may notice the tank. What tank is she in? Well, beautiful Wanda over here, who is absolutely named after Wanda Maximoff from the Marvel franchise. The hype was real, people. The hype was real. But she's sharing a tank with somebody who's not looking very happy today. So I'm going to try and show you her. She's absolutely fine. They're getting on just great. The reason being as to why they're not very happy is because I've just opened the curtains and introduced a little bit of daylight up in here. And Pixel, that's right, Pixel's new tank mate, Wanda, but Pixel is not very impressed by the sunlight. Isn't that right, sausage? You're not very impressed, are you? And look at the mess you've caused literally overnight. I was late doing water changes yesterday, but all of this was absolutely spotless by 9:30 p.m. last night. And now look at it. Are you having a dirty protest over there? Is that what you're doing? Are you throwing your muck around in a protest? I think so. I think so. So yeah, just to kind of echo over what I've just said, Pixel has always been on her own. I'm very, very, very particular with who I pop with Pixel. The only person I ever like to see Pixel with is Flick when it's that time of the year. Apart from that, she lives as a Lone Ranger. However, I do find that she was becoming a little bit, what's the word? Longing for a little bit more attention. Every time I came to the tank, she's always the first to greet me. I absolutely love the bones of her. But I also thought maybe it might be time to try her with a possible match, another female companion, just somebody that she can share the tank with. And I'm pleased to say it's gone really well, more well than I thought it was. I was very negative towards it. I was like, no, it's not going to work out. This is going to be silly. What am I doing? However, it has worked out for the best, and they are actually really good friends. And you will often find them together. They've got a nice, ginormous tank, but they're always together. It's quite adorable. So that little sulky face that you just seen wasn't a good true reflection of how Pixel feels about her new tank mate Wanda. Wanda is very, very happy too. She's a very, very friendly axolotl. She came from an ex-breeder and I believe a follower of the channel. So if you are watching this, I won't name you just in case you don't want to be named. But if you are watching this, you can rest assured that Wanda is doing fantastic. Now we're going to take a little bit of a look upstairs, show you around of what's going on up there. And yeah, just kind of have a look what's going on at Frankie's Aquatics. So let's go. So here's one of the rescues that was taken in just before the first lockdown. He came in with pretty much no gills, a little bit of nip into his tail and his hands because he was kept with fish, which is a big no-no. But he ended up with me. He is a wild type, however, his colours, if you just check out his colours, he's an absolute ripper. I say he, it's a she. I keep calling everybody he, but an absolute ripper. Those colours, at first I thought, if you look at the top left arm, I thought that was scarring behind the elbow there. Can you see in the crease of the arm? I thought that might be scarring, but it just seems to be part of the pattern. Because as you can see, the pattern in here is quite intense and it's quite beautiful. But it's an absolute... This right here is a fine reason as to why I absolutely adore wild types. That's not food. That is not food, my friend. That comes later. And here's another one of the rescues. These were actually given to me and told that they were wild types. However, on a bit more in further investigation, they're actually not wild types. They're actually melanoid types. Very, very pretty. I only have a very small few of these actually left. Mostly, I'd have a lot of wild types at the moment. But this little chap here, I say little chap, not quite sure yet on sex or age really, but he's an absolute ripper. I mean, look at the colours on that. He's very similar to the one I actually have in my own collection actually. But this little chap here will definitely be going to his forever home. I'm pretty sure I've already got someone lined up for him. But how beautiful, how beautiful. Can you remember way back when I had some rescues come in and one of them had 3 legs? This is the one that came with 3 legs. How absolutely amazing is this one doing? Believed to be a female. Again, this one will be looking for a forever home. However, I do have a backlog. So many of these will actually already have homes kind of lined up and ready. But the size, I don't know if you can see the size difference, but all the little kind of nooks and crannies that needed a bit of work and healing, i.e. the gills. Obviously, it looks like for whatever reason, that leg has not even got a little stump there to grow back. It might have even been born that way, I'm not quite sure. However, everything else about this little one is doing absolutely marvellous. Very, very friendly. All hand feeding and doing so well. How about this little fella? What an absolute ripper. Again, came to me very, very small and tiny, and now is doing so well. So well. His big eyes. What an absolute ripper. And there we have it. That pretty much wraps up this week's video. Just a little behind the scenes look at what's going on. Axolotls are still here, doing really well. Looking forward to a little bit more normality coming back, if I'm completely honest. But we're there. We're getting there, aren't we? Everybody's getting there. So thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out this week's video. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit that like button. It's really important and it helps the video reach a bigger audience, basically. Also hit the notification bell and punch the subscribe button. Another quick shout out, personal thank you to my Frankie Lottles, my friends and supporters that support this channel above and beyond over on Patreon. If you want to get yourself involved with any of that, you'll find all the relevant information directly below, which is just down there somewhere. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week. So toodly-doo, ta-ta for now. I would just like to give an extra special thank you to my Frankie Lottles, my supporters over on Patreon. If you want to get yourself involved, you'll find all that information directly below. Thinking about having a stage built here, just so I can position myself in the right position, and when I say ta-ta for now, press a button and like a cartoon.